What's up guys, Adam and Emily here. Today we'll be hiking Mount Morgan and Mount Percival. The best way to do this is to go up Mount Morgan and then end on Percival because it has a better view. So we're actually doing it a little bit different. We had to park at the Percival Trailhead. So right now we're walking along the road to get to the start. It's a really popular hike because it's pretty short, only about 5 miles, and it has beautiful views.
For everyone out there that is chasing a list, these two peaks were actually recently added to the 52 with a view list. And both trails, the Mount Morgan Trail and the Mount Percival Trail, are actually on the terrifying 25 list as well. So we're really excited to check them out. We've reached the junction at the top of the Mount Morgan Trail. The trail wasn't that bad. The upper section that we just came up was a little bit rougher and a bit more rockier, but overall it's a really nice ascent. We've gone about 1.7 miles from the trailhead and gained about 1,050 feet of elevation so far. So this next 0.4 miles to the summit of Mount Morgan, we're really looking forward to because there's going to be a really awesome ladder section.
So we've now reached the portion of the trail as to why it's on the terrifying 25 list. If you look over there, you can see some steep ladders that we're gonna go up. But if you don't want to do the ladders on this trail, you can do an extra 1/4 mile and just go up to Mount Morgan this way.
Now for the fun part, climbing up the ladders. So it's not too bad, it's 3 sets of ladders and then looks like we'll end up on top of a ledge. We're currently at one of the outlooks just below the summit of Mount Morgan. So we're getting really nice views over towards the Ossipes and right down to Squam Lake right in front of us.
So now we're heading across the ridge over to Mount Percival. Right after the beautiful views over on Mount Morgan, the actual summit is just a few minutes away. There's a big yellow sign pointing towards the summit, but there's actually no views from the actual summit. So we just went up there real quick to tag it, and now we're gonna go enjoy some awesome views on Percival as well.
We just reached the summit of Mount Percival. So from Mount Morgan, it was about just under a mile, 0.8 miles. It's really flat, the trail's nice, but there's a couple of sections of rocky areas. So at this point, we're gonna enjoy the view for a little bit before we head down. We've got 2 options. So we're gonna go the cave route because that's the one that's on the terrifying 25 list. But if you're not feeling brave, you could always go down the cliffs, which is the easier way. We're starting to head down the cave route from the summit of Mount Percival. Definitely a little rough. You can see we just came down there. Now gonna do a little scrambling over some boulders here. Makes sense as to why it's a terrifying 25 trail. Some pretty crazy rocks in here. Getting ready to enter into the cave area. Right down there.
So we just made it through the caves. It wasn't too bad. It definitely helps to take off your backpack and just kind of chuck it through. It won't really fall anywhere, but definitely some tight spaces, but overall it was really fun and we're glad we went that way.
Yeah, definitely an awesome route. So now at this point, we're just gonna head down the Mount Percival Trail, back to the trailhead and to the car. Typically, when you do this hike by parking at the Mount Morgan trailhead, when you do the loop, you come down here and you would take the Morse Trail for about a half mile back to the Mount Morgan Trail so that you're back at your car. But since that parking lot was full, we're gonna continue on the Mount Percival Trail to the trailhead there.
We made it back to the Percival Trailhead. All in all, this hike took us about 5 hours, but we were really taking our time, soaking up all of the nice views and on some of the trickier sections.
So thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you found it helpful for planning your trip to do this loop. And for more information, check out the links below in the description and be sure to look at our website, twopeopleoneadventure.com.